Let me be blunt, careers are becoming obsolete faster than industries can keep up. And the people who survive are all doing the same 5 things. And once you understand them, you'll stop worrying about AI layoffs, hiring freezes, or whether your job title will even exist in 3 years. Because today I'm breaking down exactly how you can keep your finger on the pulse and ensure you're so good employers can't ignore you. But first, let me share the truth most people don't want to hear. Careers don't die all at once, they die slowly, one task at a time. A few years ago, it took 3 people to do a reporting job. Today, AI does it in 3 minutes. Customer service used to be whole floors of staff. Now chatbots handle 70% of it before a human even joins the conversation. Your job isn't being replaced, your tasks are. And if the majority of your tasks are repetitive, admin-based, or follow step-by-step processes, yes, you are at risk. But this is where people get it wrong. The goal isn't to protect your job. The goal is to evolve your skill set faster than your job changes. And the people who understand this, they move ahead 10 times quicker than anyone else. Now, I'm not sure where I came across this or even when, but I want to share a quote from a guy called Eric Hoffer, who said, "In times of change, the learners will inherit the earth, while the learned will find themselves beautifully equipped to live in a world that no longer exists." Now let that sit in your mind for a moment, because today everything is changing faster than ever, and the people who keep learning, continuously learning, intentionally, aggressively, are the ones who stay ahead. So it's no secret, the first future-proof skill you need to work on right now is continuous learning. Now this is the most powerful career insurance you will ever have. In every industry I've recruited for, so life sciences, engineering, procurement, tech, the strongest candidates weren't the ones with the extra 10 years of experience. They were the ones who learned new skills every 6 to 12 months. Learning is no longer a nice to have. It's the difference between staying relevant and becoming invisible. You don't need to get another degree. You just need to identify which skills your industry is moving towards, not the ones it's slowly phasing out. Now, if you learn faster than your industry evolves, you will never become obsolete. Now, secondly, become AI assisted, not AI replaceable. You see, AI isn't taking your jobs. Someone who knows how to use AI will. Now, I'm sure I'm not alone here, but when I see people online who are too proud to admit that AI might help them with their job, I see a person who deep down just doesn't want to face up to reality. It's almost like Bear Grylls refusing to use a sat-nav in his car because he knows how to navigate himself to wherever he goes with a compass. Or someone refusing to use a calculator because they could write out a long equation and work the problem out manually. It's just ridiculous. And in some industries, if you're still doing things the same way you did 5 years ago, then you ought to be worried. Now, every single one of my clients now uses AI to support their job search and their work, whether it's analysing data, drafting emails, improving reports, or preparing for interviews. It means they can get results much faster than they otherwise would. Now, if you learn how to use the tools that are replacing repetitive tasks, you become too efficient and too valuable to replace. Now, remember this. AI won't replace people, but people who use AI will replace people who don't. Now, for my favorite future-proof skill, and the one that I believe is most powerful, is learning how to build your online brand. This is now your digital insurance policy. Now, as an ex-recruiter, I can tell you with complete certainty that candidates who show up online consistently are the ones looked at first. But more so, I can testify to this myself. Now, as I said, I used to be a recruiter and I was making big money, but I'd grown bored of the job. I liked helping people land jobs, and don't get me wrong, I loved the recruiter commission that came with that. But the money side of things had me locked up in golden handcuffs, and I felt like there was no way I was going to be able to match what I was making if I changed industries or even went into coaching. But simply by building a personal brand and building an online presence, I was able to do it. And looking at the recruitment market now, I'm glad I did it. Now, first I started on LinkedIn, where I took my following from 10,000 to 20,000, then 20 to 30, and I'm now close to 100K. And meanwhile, over on Instagram, things just blew up. I went from just over 100 followers to over 100,000 followers in around 3 months, and things just kept growing, which not only meant that my coaching business was thriving, but I even started to land brand deals that, quite frankly, I wasn't even qualified for. And I'd openly tell them as much, but even still, they wanted me to do the work. And it was all because of the personal brand that I'd built. Now, I'm not saying that you need to become a full-time content creator. I'm certainly not. My primary role is still coaching, and people are sometimes surprised to hear that I still do everything on my programs. The coaching calls, the check-ins, the feedback, everything, even the initial consultation calls to check for a good fit. So yeah, I believe that personal branding is the one thing that will protect you from AI, because nobody can be you but you. And when you start creating content, even simple content, you'll stand out instantly. Not because you're loud, not because you're an influencer, but because people trust those they can see. And here's the thing, if you focus on the next future-proof skill, so skill number 4, building a focused network, you will have people ready to open the door for when the time is right. You see, when the market gets tough, companies hire through people they already know. Now, during economic slowdowns, networking becomes even more important, not less. 85% of roles are filled through relationships, not job ads, not applications, relationships. So if you only ever speak to recruiters when you need a job, you will always be back of the line. But when you're connected to the right people, hiring managers, decision makers, peers in your industry, you get access to opportunities before they're advertised. And this is what some people refer to as the hidden job market. You see, it's not really hidden. It's actually there in plain sight the whole time. But most of us only do what we know we should do when it's too late. So yes, building a personal brand and building a focused network, 2 very important skills that will act as your security net. So you know the saying, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago and the next best time is now. Well, the same goes for building your network and your brand. And this is where the magic happens, because when you show your work, your progress, your ideas, and your thinking in public, even in tiny ways, people start to see your value long before they ever speak to you. And that's why building in public is one of the most effective ways to future-proof your career. It makes you visible, it makes you credible, and it makes you memorable. But here's the most important part. Building in public doesn't replace hard skills, it reveals them. And that brings me to the next thing. A lot of people leave too late, evaluating whether they're at risk. Now, as a blanket rule, I just assume you are and start following the strategies I've just shared, because the biggest mistake I see job seekers make, especially mid-career professionals, is believing they're safe because they've been doing the job for a long time. You're not protected by experience, you're protected by relevance. So here are the signs your role or your skill set is at risk right now. So firstly, if your job is built on repetitive, predictable tasks, if your day looks the same week after week, that's a problem. Those tasks are the first to be automated. Now, secondly, if you haven't learned a new skill in the last 2 to 3 years, this is the silent killer of careers. If your skills are standing still, the market is moving past you. And then the next sign is if your industry is shrinking or being disrupted, and you can see it happening. Mergers, layoffs, hiring freezes, but you're hoping it won't reach you. Now, hope is not a strategy. And listen, there's no judgment in any of this. Every single person I've worked with, even the most senior professionals, has found themselves in at least one of these categories. The danger is not realizing you're at risk, because the moment you become aware, you can do something about it. And that's exactly what I want to show you, what you can do right now. So here's what I want you to do over the next 30 days. So week 1, get honest with yourself. Look at what you actually do all day. Run an audit on how your role could be automated or what parts of it. And then week 2, learn one new skill, just one, not a degree. Pick a skill your industry is moving towards and start learning it properly. Your goal is progress, not perfection. And then in week 3, Get visible. Post 2 or 3 simple things on LinkedIn. Something you learned, something you noticed, something you're proud of. Building in public makes people see you and trust you long before you ever apply for anything. And then in week 4, reconnect with people, message a few old colleagues, and make a conscious effort to comment on 4 or 5 relevant posts on LinkedIn per day. Start building that momentum. And if you do these things, even badly at first, you'll be miles ahead of most people doing nothing at all. And now that you know what to do, here's the final thing I want you to remember. The market will keep changing and AI will keep evolving. Companies will keep restructuring. But when you become someone who learns fast, shows up online, and builds the right relationships, you stop being the person worrying about obsolescence, and you start being the person employers go out of their way to hire. And if you enjoyed this video and you want my full system, the one my clients use to land interviews without applying online, you should go check out this video where I cover everything. I'll see you there.